Hello YouTube, I'm at View Productions and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Specifically, this is a Minecraft 1.14 plus iron farm tutorial. So yes, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build this little iron farm here that generates iron golems, which you can then kill to get all the iron you'll ever need in Minecraft. I believe the actual rate is about 500 pieces of iron from one of these little things, so that is quite a bit of iron an hour, but of course you do have to kill all these iron golems down here. And as you guys can see, I've had this running for about 10 minutes and this is all the iron golems that I have already. So this is a very efficient and very effective iron farm. Now I don't want to take all the credit for this iron farm because I actually did not invent it. All of this credit actually goes to this guy named Techman88. His channel will be linked in the description along with his original video, but he didn't really do, the whole how to build part. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys, is how to actually build it and construct it, instead of just showing you it off and showing all the different ways. Yeah, I'm just going to show you how to build it, because that is what I do here on Matt Video Productions. But yeah, anyways, to give you the basic rundown and the basic gist of how this iron farm works, this counts as a village, and this also counts as a village, believe it or not. There are 3 little villagers trapped in here. They can sleep and stuff, and they can choose workers based on having a smoker, cartography table, and a little composting thing here. So yeah, basically they just think that they're a normal village, and these guys also think that they're a normal village, and they get spooked by this little zombie. And so this makes them think, oh, I need an iron golem. So an iron golem will automatically spawn in this village, quote unquote. And it will end up spawning up here, because this is the only place that it can actually spawn. And they will fall down into our little collection pit. And once they disappear, well, there's no iron golem in the actual village. So they need another one. So they just kind of keep spawning iron golems, and they fall down here into this pit for us to collect. So yeah, you get a butt ton of iron off of this. Like a lot of iron. So it's a very effective, future-proof farm that works in 1.14. Doesn't require any redstone and is fairly low cost to build. In fact, here are all the different things that you need. You're going to need a cauldron, you're going to need a composter, the smoker, a cartography table, which I don't have for some reason in my inventory, some beds, oak logs, slabs, any sort of block. I just chose oak planks, some carpet, some torches, oak fence, some water. And the hardest part is definitely going to be getting these villagers and the zombies. You can transport villagers and zombies with a minecart, I do believe. But that is definitely going to be the most difficult part for if you're building this in survival mode. But anyways, let's get into actually how to build this thing. Also, this world has an insane giant floating island, which I never see in Minecraft. That is just crazy. So you're going to want to go into your world, of course, and pick a nice little flat area to start building. I'm going to make the collection area first, just because I think it's easier to start off with a collection area. So yeah, just pick a nice flat area, and we're going to build a perfect square pen. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 fences like this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 like that, and then we're just going to fill it in so it's a nice perfect square. It's going to end up looking like this. We have a sheep in here. We're going to take care of him. Go in here and clear all the weeds out of it. Now we have a nice clear little area. We're actually going to want to find the center of this little square. Alright, so the center is right about here. Since it's even sides, we have 4 squares as the center. But it's not a huge deal. We're going to want to start building up from the center. Now you're going to want to go pretty high up because you don't want it detecting the iron golems in this little trap down here as being a part of the village. So we're going to go decently high up. You don't have to go too far, but far enough. So we'll take it to about this height or so. This is looking pretty good. We're going to make a little platform for ourselves to work on here. We're going to start deleting all these blocks because these are no longer needed. So once we're up here, we're going to want to place our cauldron. Again, have it kind of in the center of your little collection pit area. Hopefully this is big enough. We're going to take our cauldron and some water, because you need to fill the cauldron with water. And we're going to place it like that, and then fill it with water. This is going to be kind of the center of our whole build, so we want to mark it. I'm actually going to move it over here. So there we go. Here's the center of our build. So once we have this, we're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over and do that on both sides. Just like this. And we don't actually need these blocks here, so we're going to break them. And once we're 4 blocks over like this, we're going to place 2 blocks so we can place a bed down. We're going to go ahead, get a bed out, and place it down like this. Then go on the sides like this, go 1 and 2 like that, and then do 2 more, because we're going to place 2 more beds. Just like this. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to fill these in again to show you that it is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks before the first bed appears. 4 blocks. Place 2 like this. And then we go like this. So we have a formation that looks like this. We're then going to want to get a trapdoor and place it right here. And do the same thing, of course, on the other side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go like this and place a composter on this block, then delete these 2 blocks. So we get a composter out, place it right here, delete these 2 blocks. And now we can place our water in, so we'll place 1 water source block right here. Go on to the other side and do the exact same thing. So we're going to go 1, 2, place our composter, delete these blocks right here, and then put our water bucket down. Oh, got a shift click. And I put it under it. Alright, let's try that again. And place our water bucket. There we go. Next thing we're going to want to do is get our smokers and our cartography tables out. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift click and place the cartography table to the right here next to the source block. And on the left side we're going to put the smoker. We're going to go ahead, run over to the other side and do the same exact thing. Cartography table and a smoker. Now the next thing we want to do is get an oak log or just any sort of log. Shift click and place it on top of the composter like this. Go to the other side. Do the same exact thing. Now this next part's going to be a tiny bit tricky. Now what we're going to want to do is go over to one of the sides. Go to this block right here. Just place up with a bunch of slabs or any block you want. Place 1 slab right here. And then off that slab we're going to place another trapdoor right here. And we can now break these. It's going to look like this. And then we're going to put a carpet on top of it. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. When we build up with any old block. Place a slab like this. Break these. Then place a trapdoor like that and put a carpet on top of the slab. It's going to look like this. Now the next thing we're going to do, place another block on this oak log right here. And then place a slab like this. Now guys, I was actually wrong in this part. The slab's going to be up here. So what you actually want to do is go 2 blocks up like that. And then place a slab kind of on the bottom part of the second block like that. Then break them. Once this is done, we're going to want to break the blocks under here. Because we don't want to have any blocks under these beds or anywhere around here for the iron golems to spawn. And we don't want any villagers spawning on top of these beds. So now what we're going to do is actually get our villagers in here. So what we're going to do is put them right in here. We're going to have 3 villagers in here. That's all you need. And I think even 1 villager will just replicate 3 villagers because of there's 3 beds for them to sleep in. But as you can see, they already just like pick their stuff up. Like, oh, I'm going to be a cartographer, I'm going to be a cooker, and then someone else is going to be a farmer because of the composter, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Believe it or not, if you move this trapdoor, you can get villagers in and out of this area. So that's a really good way to actually get them in on survival mode. So once that is done, we're going to take some oak planks or whatever block you want from our cauldron, and we're going to go 2 blocks up, just like this from the cauldron, and then we're going to do another block on here, and this is going to be the level we're actually going to make our spawning layer, or I guess, whatever you want to call it. Basically, this is where the iron golems are going to spawn. Can break these blocks now. Now this is a 5x5 area, so we'll do like this. Just 2 blocks off that one, 2 blocks off that one, and 2 blocks off that one. Then fill it in right here on all sides like that. Then we're gonna get some fences. Just build up like this, break this one, and put them for all 5 blocks like this, and do it on the same side. Like that, just so that the iron golems can't get out from this side, because we don't want them going over here. Then we can place our water just on this middle block, because of course there's 5 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go on the middle one and just do a stream of water like this. Now the water's gonna start flowing down. We're gonna get some oak fence gates out, or just any old fence gates. Place a block like this just all along here so we can place them. and then place them like this, break those blocks, and open up the fence gates so that the iron golems can actually fall through. Same thing on the other side, place our blocks, place the fence gates, open them up, and then break the blocks. And now we're pretty much done. The only last thing we need is to get a zombie or any old type of monster in this cauldron right here, place them in, and so they can't escape, we're going to put another slab right here so that they can't actually escape. And there you go, that should start spawning some iron golems in. But that is the general gist of the build. You can actually build more quote-unquote villages here on other sides of this whole area right here to actually up your iron production. But this certainly should be enough iron for one typical world. Believe it or not, iron golems will spawn during the day and the night, and if you have your little zombie here, you can tell that the villagers can see it because they keep sleeping in the beds and then not sleeping in the beds, but that counts as them sleeping, I guess, so this does still count as a village, because for this to count as a village, the villagers actually have to be able to work and sleep. So I'm going to raise up these guys as well, just to kind of fine-tune it a little bit. Yeah, there they go. Now they start spawning. That is what I needed to do. So yeah, make sure it's actually 3 high, so 3 of these half slabs high up on this part. There's a lot of little weird tweaks and stuff with this farm to actually get it to work right. So yeah, if you want to stop and just look at this, that is what it's supposed to look like. But yeah, it's pretty complicated, but once you get it working, it works really well. And there you go, you can see another one just spawned. So yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. If this helped you out, please leave it a big fat like, and check out my other tutorials. I have a nice mods tutorial, and I have a how to find diamonds tutorial that everyone really likes. And if you have any tutorial suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below. I'm MV Productions, thank you for watching. Hope this helped everyone, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.